What's up, everybody? This is Eddie with SPB Wellness, and today I want to talk to you guys about how I stay abnormal and always represent myself, right? And what I perceive is important about that. Now, obviously, maybe not obviously, I like to represent myself well so people know who they're dealing with, so people know who I am, and I feel confident enough in myself that I have nothing to hide from you, right? And this is me in public. I typically like to make a decent expression of myself, and I'm slowly figuring out why. Why do I like to do that? And so an easy way to kind of explain expression, right? I can't tell you what you're thinking. I can only tell you what I've heard from others, and then how I reflect that upon myself, okay? And so a decent expression of what I'm talking about, you know, how I represent myself and how others do, is with the stock market. I really like playing with stocks. I think it's cool. It gives me something to do. It keeps me in tune with news. It keeps me looking for more stuff because it's going to make me more money. And so, me personally, I have long-term holds, and whenever I see an opportunity with, you know, whatever it is, I will think, okay, well, do I have any extra cash to put into that? Because I perceive that I can make a lot of money off of it in a short amount of time. Now, that is not okay with some people from what I gather from talking with people. You know, some people label themselves as this or that. I'm a long-term investor. I only do short-term investments. I only do crypto. I only do ETFs, or I only do REITs, or whatever the case may be. Is that a full expression of who we truly are? You know, isn't the whole point of playing in the stock, the whole point of me playing in the stock market is to make some money. I don't care how I do it. And you know what? I like looking at these charts. I like looking at these numbers. I like talking with people about it to see what they're doing and give some ideas and get some ideas, where to look, where to dig, you know? It's a lot of fun. And I think if I were to say I'm a long-term investor only, well, there's so much information I'm just not partaking in, you know? And me personally, that's just not that's not a viable way of fully expressing myself. And I don't know if that applies for everybody or not, but to me, I feel like it would, because there's the market's a whole, and you can jump in and search the whole thing. You know, it's a cave. You explore the whole thing, right? So for me to not just grab the money where I can get it, it just doesn't make any sense to me, right? And I feel like expressing myself in that way, because whenever I talk to people, I don't have this but. There's no buts. I'm not saying, yeah, I would invest in that, but for me, it's, man, I'm going to look into that. And then we can talk about it. We can have a conversation. To me, it's helping me, you know, let's get back to the topic at hand, which is standing out and expressing yourself. For me, I'm gaining more knowledge. I'm understanding myself. I'm understanding the market more. I am not lying to myself about who I am. Because at the end of the day, it could be this or that. Maybe you're a long-term investor because you don't want to keep up with the market that much. Maybe you're a short-term investor because you don't see longevity in anything. Who knows what the underlying issue to that is? And are we lying to ourselves whenever we see those things? You know, I don't condone laziness at all. I think it's okay to give yourself some relaxation time. You know, I give myself plenty of relaxation time, but I also know that I like to live at 110% times speed. You know, 110 times speed. That's just what I like. That's what's comfortable for me, is going, taking a break, figuring stuff out, but mostly just going and going. That's what I like. You know, then maybe that's what capitalism's made me. That's maybe, I don't know what it is, but I accept it and I'm okay with it. And if I come across a problem, I'm okay with apologizing to myself for what I've done. Because then I fix the issue. Then we go from there, right? Through all of these methods, I feel like I'm fully finding and accepting myself, which is really, really, really a huge accomplishment for me. Like I said, I feel like expressing yourself expresses yourself to yourself. You understand who you are. If we come across these ideas where we stop and we're like, whoa, that's a bad idea. That scares me. Why would we do that to ourselves? We need to go down that rabbit hole and we need to face our fear of, confrontation. A lot of people that talk with me, they see how I, handle stuff with people, and they think that I'm like aggressive or confrontational. The fact of the matter is, I take myself pretty seriously. This is my life. So yeah, sometimes I need to be confrontational or aggressive, and that's okay. There's nothing morally unjust about that, guys. For example, if we are out at a bar, literally paying to socialize, we're with our friends, right? More often than not, people come and sit and we meet people when we're out. And that's great. That's the whole point of going out, to socialize, is to meet people, make friends, talk, whatever you want to do. Maybe you're feeling crazy and you want to scare people that day. And so your whole point of your night out is to socialize in a weird way and pull people's strings and see what happens. Whatever you're doing, whatever game or role you're playing, who cares, But imagine someone comes and sits at your table and starts ruining your good time. We've all been in that situation where we didn't step up and say something. And we know in our heart, whenever we go and we talk to people about how we had a good time last night, we were just there and we were tuned out. We were just there completing the night. We're checking a block. We're not able to participate in that moment, right? Because we couldn't tell that dude to get out of here. Or tell our friends, I don't like this person, so I'm going to excuse myself and go do my own thing. Being confrontational is okay. You're expressing yourself so you can continue to express yourself. There's no reason to be rude. If you don't like somebody, you don't have to say all these mean things, blah, blah, blah. But there are some times whenever we tell people, hey, you need to get out of here. And the only way to resolve that, it's going to be able to resolve that, is a physical altercation. We're going to have to get physical with them. And we're adults. We don't need to be doing that. So excusing ourselves is fine. We expressed ourselves and we get out of that moment and continue expressing ourselves. I personally am a very introverted person. If someone that knows me and they hear me say that, they're going to say that that's bullcrap. It's not. If I spend too much time out, I'm going to get super drained, and being outgoing is what keeps me safe in that regard. Me personally, if I've had my fill of a night, if I've learned what I've got to learn for the night, if I'm drunk enough and I've had enough fun, I can call it quits in a very healthy, calm, normal way. It's like, hey guys, I'm going to go. Like, I love you all. Good night. It was really nice to see you. And the thing about it is, like, if we fully express ourselves to where we're this weird person, right? The triangle all comes together because it's like we express ourselves, we show who we are, and then people understand who we are. And we're not lying to ourselves. We're not telling ourselves to just push through and finish the whole night. If your night's done, you had a good time, then your night is finished. Being abnormal, and there's cases for everything, right? Sometimes if it's our girl's birthday, or maybe it's our mom's this, or our boyfriend's that, whatever it is, sometimes it's okay to be a little uncomfortable for them. They're having a great time and they need you. From time to time, it's okay. I'm not saying you have to be 100 always. I think that's stupid. I think that's misrepresenting yourself. If we can understand ourselves and we take ourselves out of more situations where we feel uncomfortable, to be abnormal and confrontational and aggressive, with ourselves to where we get all this negativity out of our lives on purpose. That negativity wants to fight with you. That negativity wants to be in your mind. People go out of their way to tell me how I'm investing sucks. People go out of their way to tell me how I'm investing sucks. Because I just represent what I want. I show people the things I'm doing on my social media. And I'm doing extremely well in the market. So I don't care what you think about that. I understand that the market comes with risks. And I'm okay with that. So I don't care what you think about that. You're not going to breach my gates because I'm not doing anything that gives me any grief or regret. I'm doing what I want to do. And there's nothing you can do that tells me how I'm expressing myself is wrong. And generally, for myself at least, it puts me above others. People remember me most of the times. I am hardly a stranger with people when I talk with them. We have a good time, and they remember me. Now, the point of saying that is not that, oh, I'm so, who people remember me. The point is, how many people do we really remember? We don't really remember that people that often. So the fact that I know that I am approachable and I carry myself in this way that is comfortable for others, it's good. It means that I understand myself and I do things so that I can feel okay and comfortable at all times. So guys, long story short, express yourself and be abnormal. Don't be afraid of yourself and do things that you want to do that you are comfortable with. And figure out how to do that. That's all I have done. Is I figured out where the rules are, where the line is. I go past the line, and then I bring it back to reality and normality. For me, in my way. And that's all I got for you guys. I hope y'all have a fantastic life and an even better day and an even better hour. I hope you guys embrace every moment you can. Y'all take care.